Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another episode with Trek. We just hit 50,000 subscribers, man. Big shout out to everybody that just subscribed. Huge shout out to everybody that watched it happen. And if this is your first time here, what we like to do is take a look at the most interesting and creepy TikToks and kind of evaluate for ourselves whether these are fact or fake. If you haven't already, go ahead and smash that like button for me. Smash that subscribe button, and without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it.
And the firm doesn't appear to have a website. We obtained Ontario Transportation Ministry records showing the license plate on the company's vehicle is registered to Aubrey D. Graham, better known as Drake. And the only person listed in the security firm's public profile is the man seen next to Drake in this video, his reported head of security, known to fans as Chubb.
Okay, see, now Drake has some explaining to do.
Let me give you guys a breakdown of what really happens in these cloning centers. I'm making this video once and only once. What they do is they extract the consciousness out of the human vessel. They will put the human vessel on a different island that you won't find. They will erase the memories and replace them with new memories, kind of like that movie with Ana de Armas and who was that other guy? Ryan Gosling? Comment that movie. I don't remember the name of that movie. So yeah, they'll replace the memories of the clone and they will put different memories or no memories at all. They can always give you your memories back, but they usually don't. Now remember, the consciousness of the actual person is in the clone. However, their mind is distorted because they are replacing memories and these people are also programmed.
She seems to know a whole lot about that process. Stick around and we're going to find out how she knows.
Usher is gone. Watch this clip at the end.
Usher! Hey! I'm doing well, how are you? I'm good, I'm good.
Good to see you, baby.
Please tell me about your look.
Alexander McQueen, it's a one-of-one. Sean McGuire and myself decided to put this amazing thing together. A bit exotic, romantic, and but still within the garden theme.
And tell me about the
It's all a part of it. It's everything. You're looking at this is a true thought, like a cohesive, full thought, you know. Yeah.
How did you interpret the theme tonight?
Just that. Wanted it to be exotic. There's all different types of gardens. Some of them get a little dark, but you gotta have fun, right? There's all different types of gardens. Some of them get a little dark, but you gotta have fun, right?
Now, was that a Usher clone at the Met Gala?
And how did you interpret the theme tonight?
Just as that. Wanted it to be exotic. There's all different types of gardens. Some of them get a little dark, but you gotta have fun, right?
Is now another celebrity who is infected with the Vril. I would love to hear if you guys can see it in the pictures as well, or if it's something that only I could see, because for the longest time it really was only something I could see and I didn't know how to identify this creature, this baby lizard thing that I see in celebrities when I do soul readings of them. So if you guys are new here and you have no idea what the Vril is basically a baby alien that comes from the underground. These are baby reptilians that will infect and implant themselves in a human vessel to basically take over their body and have full control over the human vessel. I see this quite often in celebrities that are A-list celebrities, people like Ariana Grande. I've seen this quite a few times. I've also seen this once in my waking life with somebody that I knew, but there was a reason this person got infected with the Vril. They don't pick just random people. These are people that have a lot of influence, political influence, or they're celebrities, or they have a lot of power, okay? That is who these real alien species will go after. Usually when somebody has been infected with the Vril, they will have a black and blue eye, and it's known, okay? You guys could see the people in the Vatican. It's known.
I definitely have a video that speaks a little bit on the Vril and its origin and all of that. But her conclusion about Usher is definitely interesting.
Months ago, Dennis Quaid warned of a solar storm that would shut down the grid.
There is a 100% probability that our sun, generating what they call a GMD, which is a solar storm, that hits our Earth and the magnetic field that we have around the Earth, and can fry everything that is electric above the ground, including our entire grid.
We are tracking a storm in your forecast, but this is not your typical storm.
Not at all. We're talking about a solar storm, and this is one of the most severe we've seen in decades. So DTE is getting ready. In a statement, they tell us, quote, DTE is pausing non-essential maintenance and testing activities, and our operators, both distribution and plant, are closely monitoring equipment and communication systems to ensure the reliability of the electric system.
Next weather meteorologist Ahmed Badji is here with us. He's been following this one, of course, for us with a look at how this solar storm could have an impact on our power.
This is a very strong storm system. That actually puts us right here at what's called the severe level, and that is what's actually being read at this moment. It is an active G4 level storm.
The Space Weather Prediction Center says at least 5 coronal mass ejections have been directed toward Earth. If strong enough, the storms could impact infrastructure, potentially disrupting communications, the electric power grid, navigation, radio, and satellite operations here on Earth. NOAA issues these alerts not just for stargazers, but also to notify the operators of these systems so they have time to take protective action.
A massive solar storm is about to hit the Earth. It could take down telecommunications and GPS services. There's warnings coming out from NOAA. If this is anything similar to the Carrington event of the 1800s, it could be very bad, even potentially leading to grid down situations.
Definitely do your homework. This might be something you want to get ahead of.
Somebody who's got problems and fears and phobias, they go to a psychiatrist and it costs them maybe $150 an hour, and they don't even get a full hour. They get 50 minutes. I do it. People pay me. It's great.
Well, you made a ton of money, too. I mean, not to say that you
gross amounts
having the
of
best
it.
time of your life, but you also made about $25 million on these
It's
books.
not that much yet, but I guess it could get there. Gross, huge amounts of money, yeah. I guess it's real. I get statements, and I have a business manager and all that, but it's paper. You know, he says, we're going into gold. And I say, good, send me some. What? I can't do that. I said, sure you can. Send me some gold. It's legal now. So he finally sent me a piece of gold, and it was very boring. It's just a thing.
It doesn't do anything unless it comes alive and eats
It
you.
doesn't sing or dance.
No.
No, it's true.
But you don't have any desires to become, on a grandiose scale, to have the Stephen King Park of Horrors or anything like this. You don't want to elaborate further than the movies and the written word, do you?
No, I don't even think I want to make another movie. It's a primitive way to create. I mean, it's interesting for that reason, because you have to overcome so many odds. You know, I'd really like to have
What?
a pair of lizard skin boots.
Live lizards?
No, they could crawl a little bit at night or something like that.
Yeah, just move over carefully to the other side of the room, right? Just keep you on the edge.
But actually, this whole image is just totally overblown. I have the heart of a small boy. I keep it in a jar on my desk.
I bet you get a lot of mileage out of that one.
I have never used that line before in my entire life.
Oh, good. Watch the telephone cable there. You know, the one thing too that's interesting though is that Frederick Forsyth, another writer, is now directing his own movie, and yet you don't see that many directors deciding they're going to write their own books. There seems to be a perception, I think, among writers that they can do it better, and yet you could have easily hired a director that you respected as well. But you had to do it yourself, and I wondered why.
I got curious. People would write letters, and sometimes what the letters said, they really started to flood in after The Shining. They ruined your book, or they would say, it wasn't what I expected, or it wasn't any good. But what they were all saying really seemed to boil down to, where the hell were you? You weren't there. And it's like there's a spirit in writers' works, even though it's just print on the page. And sometimes the director gets that. I think that Milos Forman got it when he did One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. There's magic there, so that the heart of the writer is in two places. It's in that book and it's in that movie. And I was curious, you know, if I did it myself, what would happen? Would people say, you ruined it yourself? Or would they say, yeah, we got what we wanted?
What do you think of the outcome?
You lose all perspective after a certain point.
But it was
I think they're going to come out and say, it was good. I'm not rehearsing my Academy Award speech. I think that the people who think that what I write is gross, vulgar, and that it's really terrible go woo-ah! To people. Gotcha.
You did.
God. See how low this is? To want to do that to people? Why?
Well, it's fun, obviously. It didn't bother me,
and
it made me
people
laugh.
But, somebody should give me a straight shot to the jaw, and I think that would straighten me out. I would maybe stop it, but I can't stop it.
The man behind the books. I mean, he seems like your average creepy Joe.
So Molly Obama is starting her new career in Hollywood and decided to separate herself from the family by changing her name. And everyone's saying the same thing. Yeah, she's joining Hollywood because she's been acting this whole time. We all know whose kids them is, man. Look at this. Spitting image. She did what she had to do. She had to act like she was in the family, just like her sister, to fool all y'all, to make it look like a big happy family. And then once the terms were over, the terms were over. That contract was expired. She got her Harvard degree and dipped. And now she's changing her name back to the original. See, people don't realize this is all propaganda. They don't trick everybody, fool everybody. Come on now. When's the last time you seen Obama, Michelle, and all the kids all together, all at one time? Yeah, I know, they going to college, whatever, but come on, it can at least be one time.
Either she dropped her name because he's right, or she dropped her name because she didn't want people associating her with the Obamas and getting any special treatment, which makes a little bit of sense as well. Let me know what you think.
The more I stay on this app, the more I learn about this rap beef. It's so much incriminating evidence on Drake. At this point, I don't think it's any getting out of it. Why did I just find out about this lover boy method? Someone in another video in the comment section mentioned the lover boy method, and I had to Google it for myself to see what it was about. It's used in prostitution. Traditionally, a lover boy seduces young, vulnerable girls and boys over a lengthy period of time in order to exploit them sexually later. They use this in human trafficking and people smuggling. And then I had to put two and two together. Drake has a whole album calling himself a certified lover boy. A whole entire album. I just feel sick because it was in front of our faces the whole entire time, and none of us caught on to it. And there's a reason why Kendra keeps doubling down on this PDF file claim. I'm pretty sure there's some more stuff that's going to come out within the next couple of weeks, but this is just disgusting, you guys. And wasn't it mentioned, I forget the name of the song, but wasn't it mentioned that he was prostituting women out of his house in Canada? I just felt sick to my stomach. Oh my goodness, I can never listen to this guy's music ever again. It's disgusting.
It's crazy because it seems like all the real investigation is really on TikTok. Like a lot of these TikTokers are really like real deal investigators. That's crazy. Now, do you think she's reaching, or do you think that that's a real thing? I mean,
bro, you sure it's not fake?
Buddy.
Yeah.
Why are you holding it down so hard? Look. It's literally a scanner. We could call the police right now. Look, this is the real one.
Like,
I have it all on video.
Fake, like,
don't use your cards in places like this. They're trying to steal your information.
Yeah, be careful.
Why are you acting confused? You knew that was there.
Like, come on, bro. Look, get his name and everything, because he's saying that you
What's
checked
your
it
name?
and you confirmed
My
it.
name is... The guys like come over here, give me cigarette.
Yeah, but I thought you checked it.
You said that it was real.
You said you checked, but obviously not, bro.
Look, this is the real tapper. What is this?
We put tape here. Now this one new.
So how come it says right here tap to pay? If tap's up here, why does it say right here tap to pay?
I also need this. I want to click.
No, we can call the police. Yeah. This is
I
evidence.
need to click this for show my boss.
No, it's fine, bro. We're showing the video and shit.
there's another video on my channel that explains who the biggest family is that owns all these 7-Elevens and gas stations. So that kind of just is a dot to be connected for sure.
Kiss your fans? No, I stopped that. I think
there's a Button video circulating about. Yeah, I think 2009. You were kissing your fans.
The glory days, man. You know, I miss it a lot. That was when I.
4, 3, 2, 1. Connect!
They're letting you know what the future is going to look like in plain sight.
Right now, you literally cannot be an artist. You cannot be a musician who signed to a record label without being a witch. And that is because of the initiations you'll be forced to go through. There are definite initiations. There's rituals that they go through. There's humiliation rituals that they go through. When you see a guy putting on a dress, he's been through the humiliation ritual. What he's telling you is that behind the scenes, he did a homosexual sex act to be initiated. When I see young Kenyan guys here copying, like, you don't know what these people went through to go through that ritual. You don't know why they're wearing a dress, but they're just copying over here because they want likes and comments and they want more followers. They want people to talk about them, but they don't understand that over there, it's a homosexual mafia.
I definitely will agree with them on that. It's nothing to joke about.
How sure are you that you're pregnant by Drake and not somebody else?
Let me tell you something. And I'm going to just make this clear because, you know, I have been asked that before.
Mm-hmm.
I have a child, okay?
Okay.
I'm a mother already, okay? I know who I sleep with unprotected, period. So it's 100% sure. He knows it. So at the end of the day, I'm going to just leave it as that, you know?
And when you approached him about it, because you told him you were pregnant,
right?
What was his response to that information?
He pretty much was just like, "Oh, what's wrong?" And then I told him, and then he pretty much was like, "I'm gonna call you back," and the phone calls just stopped. Everything stopped.
How long did it stop before you?
It was at that moment Drake knew he messed up.
Zendaya at the Met Gala, and people are saying she ate, but what they don't understand is what really going on. Are you serious? Now she has conquered and take over the Met Gala. The Met Gala is satanic and evil. I would never want to go there or watch the people that come to there. They're no good. All those people have dark secrets and hidden dark secrets. And mind you, the person I used to love and like, Zendaya, did you see the movie that she made it? And what those two guys was doing to her and what she did? And now she's conquering and taking over the Met Gala. And people are claiming she ate with that outfit. Come on now. Y'all gotta wake up. Everything is done on purposely. She's young, she's the next upcoming star. There's no better person in a better role and position right now in the industry than her to move forward with. She done sold her soul.
Hey, he felt like he was really saying something.
Oh my god, what is happening, guys? Do you see this? There's two suns. What is this?
It's really two suns, Jen.
Oh my god. Wait. What is happening? Wait, why are there two suns? I'm so confused. Dude, it's two suns, I promise you.
So the University of Nebraska took 1/4 pound patty that was headed to McDonald's from a big processing plant and ran some tests on it. They were testing for how many different strains of DNA they could find in that 1/4 pound. Can you guess how many they found? Over 1,300 different strains of DNA were found,
in that 1/4 pound patty. Now this is very concerning. Over at the shop, we process one animal, take all the whole muscle trim from that one animal, and make our ground beef. So you got over 1,300 different animals in 1/4 pound, or one animal in all those chubs of ground beef that we sell. Something you guys might want to consider next time you guys are buying beef. And remember guys, buy American and buy local.
You can now look from New York all the way to Dublin. This is the Portal, a new public art installation that connects the two cities by letting you peek right into the streets of Dublin. It's happening live, so you can even interact with people on the other side. The Portal is located on the Flatiron South Plaza, directly next to the Flatiron Building. It runs 24/7 and will be here for 6 months. In New York, be mindful of the 5-hour time difference. I would avoid going late at night as it will be in the middle of the night in Ireland, but I guess it could also be interesting. Either way, be sure to stop by and say hi when you're in the area.
Good afternoon, folks. The first solar impact came 6 hours early. We certainly have much more coming, but here's where things stand right now, and then we'll try to come live later this evening right here on YouTube. The plasma shockwave struck Earth's magnetic field around lunchtime in the United States. It was very fast and moderate density shockwave with a powerful embedded magnetic field. The magnetic disruption to Earth came on much more quickly than anyone anticipated, and that includes me, who knows Earth's magnetic field is weakening. The geoelectric dynamics were furiously amplified in the Western world, and no, this mapping doesn't exist for anywhere else. But it was quite the pulse that we took as the geomagnetic storm reached level 4 just from this first impact, which was probably a combination of the first 2 eruptions, maybe 3. Magnetometer pulse was huge, similar to some of the biggest storms of the last 20 years, and we're just getting started. And instantly, all at the same time, several networks and systems began having issues. These are the local and regional levels we had predicted in the last 2 shows. We will keep tracking this, but if you happen to see any technological news, including power outages, please share them with us here in the comments or on Twitter. So we have 3 or 4 shock waves still coming.
I mean, I would definitely love to see how the sun's affecting the rest of the world too. But it seems like America might be getting the brunt of like all of these solar flares and stuff like that. So that's pretty wild.
It's May 2024 and the sun's about to flip its solar maximum. This is the year the sun takes center stage in a grand performance that will leave you questioning our entire existence. Recently, our star emitted an X4.5 class solar flare, one of the largest flares of this solar cycle. These aren't just spectacular light shows, people. They have the capability of impacting satellite communications and even our power grids here on Earth. But hold on, it's not just about the flares. The sun is ramping up its activity, expected to reach a solar maximum before the end of 2024. That's a year earlier than anticipated. During this peak, we'll see more sunspots, more solar flares, and yes, more coronal mass ejections. It's a busy time for our sun. And get this, in 2024, the sun's magnetic poles are set to flip. This event, which happens approximately every 11 years, can intensify solar storms and paint beautiful auroras even at lower latitudes. Imagine seeing the northern lights from places you'd least expect. Back in February 2023, NASA observed something extraordinary. A large piece of plasma broke off from the sun's surface, trapped in a massive polar vortex at the sun's north pole. This provided a rare glimpse into the less understood dynamics of our star's atmosphere, specifically at higher latitudes. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. According to the uniplanetary evolution theory, when the sun flips its magnetic poles, it could potentially birth a new planet similar to an infant Mercury. We're talking about witnessing the genesis of a planet, a peak billions of years back into Earth's own history. But there's a twist. If Venus is Earth a billion years in the past, Mars, with its barren landscapes and broken moon, is Earth in the future, after a cataclysm wipes out all life. A stark reminder of the grim future that lies ahead. Our past, paradoxically, holds the key to our survival. Venus will become a sanctuary, a place to escape the chaos that's looming. It's a thought that turns our gaze not just upwards, but backwards in time to find our way forward.
That clip, along with everything Dennis Quaid was talking about, has me just a little bit nervous about what type of time the sun is on. Well, you guys, hey, that's another one of the books. I appreciate you guys for stopping by yet again and watching another one with us. If you haven't already, go ahead and smash that like button for me. Smash that subscribe button, and I will definitely catch you on the next one.